Hello, I am incredibly tired. You know what that means? Best idea to go fucking stream. Well, more seriously, why would I be doing this, you might ask? I don't know what I need. Maybe streaming for a bit will kind of revive my energy. For some reason, I'm like super tired since I woke up. Maybe that's me waking up at 4 p.m. that's doing it. Possibly. But I don't know. You might also ask if you've been on my streams enough times, why haven't I already popped out chat? Well, that is because when you pop out chat, you get this window still, which is reasonable because it has this button. You stream right as I have a 3 hour appointment. For what? Um, but there's kind of way too much space for a single button, and overall it feels kind of ass, especially considering that this I then have to scroll and it's like very wonky. So before we get to the title of the stream, and don't worry, we're gonna get to it. Um, I want to remove this thing with CSS, but only if chat is already popped out. There's definitely some CSS or HTML, blah blah blah, that changes in there depending on the two states. The current state that you're seeing right here and this state. So let's figure it out. Let's put this like this. Okay, and search for the topmost element that we can kind of grab here, then just go up. First of all, can I? Oh, I can. Perfect. Then do CSS kids. You'll end up with an addiction like this gal. You're so correct. I literally have an addiction to CSS. Literally. It's crazy. Fuck you mean no data? See, I'm even yawning. Oh, no data like at the start, I guess. Okay, good. Good. So, this is the topmost element, the one that we would have to remove, and just to prove that, I could bet money on it, but who knows? Here we go, now it's gone. So that's the behavior that I want, but if I were to just put display none on this element, I wouldn't be able to pop out chat to begin with. Bye bye, have a good appointment, whatever it is. So, essentially, what we have to figure out here is what changes when we pop out chat. Ideally, some element very clearly then says the chat is popped out or something of that nature. So let's have a look at this HTML. What do we have here? Live chat container render. It might change there in the class. Maybe here. Okay. We pop out chat. What changes? Oh, I noticed something. And let's put it to be the main window. Something changed here. I'm pretty sure there's some way to track those changes, kind of like debugging, but I don't know how to use them. I mean, I guess I could like look on the stream what changed and pause at the correct time. Okay, let's try to do it smarter. There's a thing of break on attribute modifications. Might not be it, but we'll see. This I think changed. Break on attribute modifications. And now, and now I don't have the button. Okay, so I think this div with ID chat messages change something. So style scope, let's actually copy this. Style scope YT live chat render iron selected. We pop out chat. And why would you ever... Oh, right, because of the breaking thing, of course. I think we're low-key worse off. Let's undebug. Because it's honestly kind of annoying. But yeah, there's like a CSS debugger that you can use. Okay, so yeah, chat messages is changing. Mm-hmm. I see. Mm-hmm. So the full class is this. That is when chat is there. And that class gets removed once it gets removed. Makes sense, right? So essentially, I need to grab the top element if inside of it has chat messages div with a class of these two, but not the third one. I actually am not sure how to express that idea. The idea of all these classes except blank. Did they fucking break chat again? The margins are incorrect. Oh, well, holy fucking shit. They fucking brought back this shit, which I liked a lot, but then they removed it, and now they're bringing it back. For fuck's sake, yeah. When you do CSS, like, for things that you use, and then they change, it's so fucking annoying. Okay, how do I express the idea of this element only if it doesn't have this class in CSS? Yeah, what you have to do here is really annoying. If it can't use GPT-4, it just fails and you have to click yourself. It's super annoying. Express the idea of this element. So not. I was thinking of not, but I'm not sure how it actually works. I see. How does has work? I think the way it works is like direct child, but it might not be. Can you also use has? I haven't streamed in so long that I forgot that my cats immediately start meowing when I start streaming. Okay, well you can use it. Отстань! Ну вообще отстань. Hold up. Alright then. For instance, this will style X if descendant A or B exists. Ah. Chaining together multiple has relational selectors together like this will style X if both exist. Oh, I thought that would be a different behavior. I thought that this basically meant if X has an element A, that has element B. That's what I thought it would be. But no. It chains them together. Interesting. Currently I'm thinking of how to make this into an Anki card so I actually remember. Okay, I think I'm cooking something. So in programming, let's add CSS FC. I assume I have it. Oh, I don't. Interesting. Okay, in that case, let's create it. I'll actually show you the process of how I make Anki notes. I have like a whole system. So I have a preset .fc. Let's clone it and call this. We might as well tile it. Call it CSS-FC. Now let's go to C. You can just press C and it will go to the first item of that letter. Let's move it here. And go to CSSFC, then cards, then this. Alright, so let's go to card.html and look for FC. So, first of all, I have the front, and if it is changed, the back. So here in my T note, both the front and the back are changed. So here's the HTML for back, and here's the HTML for front. In FC, only the front gets changed. So basically copy this and do this. Now we have a section header, I guess you could call it, that signifies what this note is for. And it is only needed because Anki, for some odd, godforsaken reason, doesn't display the name of the subdeck that you're currently studying. You won't have a clue. It's not a feature, somehow. Which is why I have like a billion, I can't scroll here currently, a billion different note types for all the different subjects that I have, so that I can study a single deck but understand the context of what I'm studying. It's a bad solution for a bad problem that I'm hoping they're gonna fix eventually, but currently that's what I have to do. So I name it CSS. If this was a type box, so a T, for example here, Anki T, I would have to change it here as well, because there I would change the back, but here I only change the front. So we're done here. You can press save, or actually we could press escape and then left enter if you want to have a keyboard only way, and I very much do. And we're done here. We added the note type, and because I used a preset, the CSS, the custom CSS I have, bloom, it is already applied automatically. And yeah, that's it. So let's go and create the card. So CSS now FC to express the idea of X has A, B. Well, style will style, or rather will catch, will select, since this is a selector, will select. Actually, this X is a bit confusing. It's not really helpful. Has a comma B, will select if either yeah, let's use the same wording. I think it's the most precise. We'll select if code, well, I hate this shit. If code A or code B exists, is a child, to be even more precise. So this selector will select if A or B is a child. If it meant direct child, I would have specified, but has, as far as I understand, means like overall at any depth. And we can preview it like this, I think. Let's maximize it. And that's how it would look. By the way, the code and here, code block that I have here are not built in. They're not a feature whatsoever. I made them with CSS, which is why I find CSS really, really neat. I also find it hilarious that we're doing CSS to add a card about CSS because I asked a question about CSS to do CSS in another place. Isn't that lovely? Okay, so going back here, chat container is the upper, nope, it's not. This. Let's get this class and actually do the changes. So these are classes. I like to be like pretty damn specific, so I'm going to specify the element, class, and ID. You might say, oh, actually, you can just specify the ID, and that's enough because IDs are supposed to be unique. Keyword's supposed to be, and I don't trust a website that is not built for by me, so I would rather be safe. You know? Like, sure, it's supposed to be unique, but what if, oh, technically another element is actually the same element and therefore, and blah blah blah. So, you know, I think I've had it happen with YouTube too. So, this element, if it has what? Wait, where were we? I think this, right? Content pages. Apparently not this. Oh wait, hold up. Is this it? It might be. Yeah, I think so. Or maybe not. Yeah, I completely fucking forgot. Okay. Let's keep our eyes peeled. Restore chat. Chat messages. Let's copy the class that we will remove anyway. So this class with ID chat messages, that is also a div. Chat messages. So what disappears? I think iron selected is what disappears. Correct. So this class, oh, our chat jumped quite funnily. So has this element that doesn't have this. And then we display none. Let's fucking see, I guess. Let's add a new new style. This. Oh, I couldn't just type it in. Okay, display none. But if I close this chat, it is supposed to go. Well. That's amazing. That is incredible. When I was like a more beginner programmer, I was like, HTML, CSS, that's kind of like boring. I really don't care about it. But nowadays, I fucking love CSS. It is so good. It's very frustrating very often, depending on the website that you're trying to style, but it's also very, very rewarding because of the results that you get. I think this is the most difficult selector that I made on my own so far. It's not very difficult, I just didn't really come across wanting dynamic behavior like this, you know? So I'm quite happy about it. Alrighty. Cool. Let's commit this. YouTube chat streaming sidebar gone when popped out. Chat can't fit it. Oh, boom. Oops, forgot to do GUI. Let's go to stylus to actually update this. So somewhere in here we have YouTube Studio. Boom. Should be fine despite the warning. Okay, perfect. Next thing I want to do is fix this fucking I might actually have it explained pretty well in the CSS file that I have. Ah, yes, of course. Fucking fireworks. Or a terrorist attack, you never know. Chat. Somewhere in here, let's just search for margin. Maybe it's padding. Bottom bar that includes input box. I did not expect that. I did not expect this Among Us character. Okay. I see, that's what I needed to give me some energy. That's hilarious. Okay, so bottom bar that includes input box among other things. Does it? It doesn't have the button anymore. I'm pretty sure I kind of gave it back to myself. So that's pretty strange. Did they remove it? Probably not. Maybe they moved it Or maybe they changed the HTML in such a way that it just got removed. Well, thankfully, with 5, which is already like really good for me, average viewers per stream, there's kind of no point in doing polls, and that's the only thing that I know the plus button to do. So, whatever. Positioning of the on, here we go, of the button that doesn't exist. Cool, cool, cool. In that case, let's go back, and I can never understand how to go back here. Like, where's the go back button? I guess it doesn't exist, whatever. And in the YouTube chat, let's do this. Hold up. GUI. Boom. Nothing really changes, but still. Removing CSS that seems to not be needed anymore sounds like a good idea. Okay, so we're looking for actually, let's beautify this. Now I don't care. Let's set this to be like 5, 10. Okay, how does it feel? Maybe 9. I feel like 9 would be good. I feel like since we're changing it at the bottom, adding maybe like a pixel of padding at the top is going to be a good idea as well. I know, crazy, using the mouse. This looks kind of whack, don't you think? And in case you don't know, in CSS, so we have 4 values here, right? It's actually very confusing to understand what they mean if you don't know. The first one is padding at the top. This is right, this is down, and this is left. So changing it at the top to just 1 more pixel. No, actually, I was dreaming it up. It's not whack. Okay, so boom, boom, boom. That is 9. That's crazy. And 0. Let's change this 4 to a 0 as well. That's better. Okay, let's copy this and gr inside entire. Yeah, I think this looks good. By the way, can you even hear me? Yeah, okay, good. What is this? Ayo? What the hell? I'm pretty sure I removed... Oh, that's OBS, that can only be small enough. It used to not have to be, by the way. It used to be able to split like this. Now it can't be. That's... I love when things change for no reason. Okay, I think that's... Yeah, that's it. I like how that chat thing looks now. I learned something about CSS literally yesterday that I might... that I think might be helpful here. No, it is not. Right? we change this content to ASDF and nothing. That's interesting. Yeah, so in CSS we have pseudo elements that are 2 colons after or 2 colons before, and with those there's a property called content, which is very unique in CSS because it lets you generate content, generate text, which you can't do otherwise in CSS. You would have to have JavaScript to modify the HTML. But with after and before, you actually can do that. So I was thinking that maybe this chat thing is being done by before or an after, but no. Because I would change it to something else, but I would have to do JavaScript for this, and I would rather not. That would like imply installing temper monkey and then doing things in JavaScript, and I just simply do not care enough. Okay, boom, good. Let's commit this as well. Fix padding on chat. Yeah, that's good enough of a message. Okay. Let me actually show you the title of the stream. The fuck is Cargo Mommy, you might say? Well, I had the same fucking reaction, because that's crazy. Cargo Mommy. What? Cargo... Here we go. Cargo Mommy is exactly what you think it is. It's a extension to Cargo for Rust that acts like your mommy on every command. So when you run Cargo commands, you get things like this. Better yet, you can rename her or yourself in terms of pronouns. You can make it Cargo Daddy. It even has like things for systems, which is really great and kind of unexpected, but if you think about it, it makes absolute sense. There are multiple moods. I only have the 2 default. No, actually, I added 1 non-default one. Yeah. And you can also not safe for work stuff there. So, for example, if I go to... Let's go to Loago, for example, and Koch. I do this, and I get this. Isn't that amazing? And if I remember correctly, you can repeat mommy multiple times, and it will give you multiple messages. Let's try this out. Yeah. Isn't this adorable? This might speak to my level of need for attention, but this is like genuinely helpful. Like, this is amazing. Yeah, so if you're interested, here you go. Read the book. It's a very small book. I read it in like maybe 10 minutes, if even, maybe like 5. And all the important stuff is pretty like obvious. Incredible, right? And also ridiculous. All right. Let's work on another thing that I want fixed. Let's actually create a few fake tabs. So what I want to do here is fix how tabs are selected here. Wait, hold up. I unselect. Okay, now. the borders are correct. I changed how the borders are rounded in Vivaldi. Despite confirming 2 times already, they feel like super incorrect, right? Let's have a precise look. Can you stop hovering? Oh, that's how it works. Oh, I thought it was like a thing that goes around. But turns out, no. It's something that goes on. That's interesting. So what I want to do is fix this, basically, to make it select properly, and remove the fucking annoying ass 2 colors. Just use my fucking color, for fuck's sake, right? So let's press F12. Do this. And somewhere in here we will marked. Tab marked button off. I assume that's what it means. Let's unmark it. Yes, indeed. Okay. So we changed tab marked to something. Oh, and this is selection. This seems to be an SVG, which scares me a lot. It might not work very well, but I hope it is. Haha, here we go. We changed the border radius. I should probably set radius half to be what it expects. Let's actually do this. Let's go to Vivaldi. What? Vivaldi? Yes. Search for all the border radiuses that I have. Okay. So border radius is 14 pixels. I feel like this is not going to be strong enough. We'll see. Let's search for 14 pixels and border radius so that I can change it in all the places at the same time. Okay. I feel like this is gonna require me to do quite a bunch of shit. So SVG tab selection. Fuck, I'm now realizing that I won't be able to see the changes as I make them, because to apply the changes I need to restart my browser, and to restart my browser I would kill it because I have 3 instances, which would close chat, and it would be very fucking annoying. But let's try it still. So border radius is 14 pixels, and it does shit all. Interesting. Huh. Does it do anything? Apparently not. Oh, it does it there. Oh, interesting. But it only can go so far. Huh. See, that's why, like, Stop using SVGs for everything. Just make a proper element, right? Because here, I basically can't achieve the behavior that I'm looking for. It's pretty annoying. However, let's try this out. We set display to none, but it is still marked. And what that means is that we create a thing for tab marked, and when it is tab marked, we can change something like border. Let's say 5 pixels. I'm not sure how much that actually is. Solid FFD 75F. Okay, that's too much. Oh, I see it moves them. That's pretty bad. Yeah, of course, because the border itself takes up space. But you see the idea that I'm going for here? It's a much simpler one. Let's set it to 0 for now and try to find a way to make them smaller. Also, make the tabs smaller. This is talking about the tab position relative. We're essentially looking for changing height. Here we go, but it is in a pretty... I see. Okay, so that basically means, so when tab marked, we set height to like 28 pixels. Thank you, Tudor. Why did it jump? Where is it? That's what you get for writing CSS in this fucking window. Tab marked. We do height to be 28 pixels, so we give 2 pixels free for the selection border, and the border is 2 pixels solid FFD 75F. That's the rough idea, yeah. But I feel like height is doing something devious here. Let's try to look at it more precisely. Yeah, so... Wait, hold up. Why is there a space here? I thought that... Why is it gone again? For fuck's sake. I'm writing it here. Tab marked. Height is 28 pixels. Border is 2 pixels. Solid FFD 75F. Let's copy this immediately. I wish you could just like, you know, like replace this all and not have to separate one thing for another. It's really annoying. Okay, whatever. Let's just copy this then. So this is something devious. I find an issue with the fact that it doesn't, like the text doesn't go up. Right, it doesn't. On Vivaldi it doesn't. Let's remove the border for now and play around with height so we can more clearly see what happens here. When I change the height, the text does not give a fuck. And the top doesn't change either, only the bottom. So it should still stay 30 or however much it was. Height is not what we should be changing, interestingly. I guess it would be both height and top. I guess so, yeah. Margin top? What does this do? That's actually what I want. But also, why is it there? I don't usually want it. Tabs bottom, that's a very general one. Tab position also, and tab not active. It has margin top. Interesting. Let's copy this rule, because I don't think it is mine. Let's search for it. Margin top. Yeah, I don't have it. That's very strange. Default margin for tabs to basically signify that this is a strange default that I'm removing here. But you know what that means? This means that I can change the height and the margin top. Wait, why am I changing height? I can just change margin on the bottom and top as well. There's margin 1 here as well that I did not ask for. Let's try to search for it. Margin right as well. Wait, what? How does it know about this style? Oh, it remembered it. Oh, it remembered it. It just fucking jumped. Like, ah, interesting. Why would it jump though? Let's do it this way. And like this. Yeah, let's, I can disable. Right, so that was the issue that caused it to appear like this. Pretty sure it doesn't have any margins on the top or bottom anymore, which was problematic. Okay. So, what I'm looking for is when it is marked, I might as well change it in the style, right? When it is marked, we add margin. Can you give a hi to me? Hello. We set margin on both top and bottom, but not left and right, to 2 pixels, and then we get 0. Boom. We don't actually need to change height, I'm pretty sure. Right? Yeah, this looks like good behavior to me. However, it does introduce margin here, but doesn't here, which is annoying. What is overriding it? Something in here overrides it, right? Ah, I see. This is like stronger. Let's do it the stupid way. Let's just fucking important. Interesting. Something overrides it still. No? Okay. Well, let's look at these ones. And they are, apparently at least, doing the right thing. I'm like half guessing here, you know? So margin is this, and border is this. So that's the overall idea of what I'm trying to do. Interesting. Ah, I see. Because I introduced margin. So padding and margin, the difference between those, padding is inside the element, so before the border, and margin is after the border. So I'm adding it after the border, which makes no sense, of course. What I actually want is add padding in both places, actually. Haha. And what that means is I can remove the important. Because yes, we don't want margin, we want padding. That's roughly it. But here we do run into the issue where now there's just simply no space. That would be enough. So we could try adding margin top of 1 pixel, and that could do something if it is important. I should probably do it like a better way, you know? Like with a better selector, which is more precise. Whatever. Okay, what's our next issue? Our next issue is that, very interestingly, the text goes very down. So I think that's some other change that I did. I don't speak. Let me try to understand what language this is. Is this Hebrew? Or maybe Georgian? Whoa, I thought it looked orange here. Okay, so somewhere along the lines, I think I changed height. Let's try doing it. So yeah, so changing height is not what I'm looking for here. Yeah, in terms of the borders, they're actually correct. What I'm trying to do here is to move up the text. But in that case, Wait, hold up. What's changing here? Huh. Let's try to understand it. But before we do, let's actually copy the rule that I cooked up. This one. Okay. Selected tabs. I wish we could like reload CSS, you know, just like a command that would specifically do this. Now, what I'm wondering is what moves the text so much? Let's try to remove padding. It's not it, at least not individually. Margin moves it somewhat, but not considerably enough. And by the way, yeah, I am considering using something other than a border because it looks so ass here. But I want to try to make a border work first. Because we could do something like changing the tab title text color or a background color as well, which it is doing already. Like that could very much work. So we have multiple options here. Damn, I kind of don't get what is moving the text. All right, I'll close this and open it again so we can have like fresh. Okay, so specifically, wait, now it looks weird without that margin at the top, right? It looks kind of cut off here. Okay, fair enough. Let's remove this. And all of these changes are not the issue. Let's close and open again. It's like so interesting. So basically, yeah, the border, like, don't worry, we're gonna remove the div that makes it like yellow and black. And I doubt it, but that might be it. Why we're getting those to begin with. I think you cannot understand my language, right? Yeah, I have no clue. What? Oh. It is unlikely, but maybe it is the SVG that's giving us this issue. So let's try display nonning this SVG. Display none. Yeah, thought so. Well, regardless, let's immediately remove it anyway, so that okay, SVG tab selection. That's the entire class, right? Yes. Okay. Let's put it at the bottom. Please go there. I beg of you. Div display none. I know this fucking thing. And it happens when the write doesn't happen on NeoVim but does in VS Code. It's a very annoying bug, honestly. I don't think I need to explain it. I'm currently trying to make CSS for selected tabs in Vivaldi because currently they look absolutely fucking ass. So I'm trying to fix it. But it's quite a challenge, an interesting one though. Okay, so in other words, since I'm pretty sure this issue didn't happen before, this is my style that is doing this thing. And that's actually a good thing, believe it or not. Thought so. Yeah, it's a good thing because I can pinpoint the issue. So is it the border? Not only. I see. All of them move the text. Thank you for the hearts. Okay, well in this case, how do we move the text back? How do we like force it into the correct place? And more importantly, is that even worth it? Let's keep this what should I call it? Hold up. Well, now I won't know. Yeah, margin top is going to be there anyway, so I can just remove it from my style. Yeah, I don't need it. Because it's going to be applied automatically. I don't know. I removed the amount of current viewers using once again CSS specifically to not know, so I have no clue. Okay, so let's try doing CSS to move the text back into its correct position, to force it in basically. Fuck, but it's even more annoying because depending on whether the tab is active or not, it's different. Or is that just because of this? It might be. Oh, it is. Okay, then we can ignore it. Let's select this text. Thank God this is the same thing. What does flex 29 mean? Let's put it back to 29. Ooh, I know. So, I see. We create a new style, tab marked that has a child of tab header. So this will change flex to be 0, 0, and let's try 25 pixels. That's roughly correct, but not quite there. Well, at this point, I would have to... I don't know if this is like correct. Oh, it shows something? What does it show? Wait, where did I find this? Ooh, this. Yeah, it seems to be correct. Yeah, it seems to be correct. I'm going to sleep tomorrow as my annual examination and student. Good luck with that. What are you studying? I think it's correct. Right? Let's try changing the flex to some different value. To 30, for example, sure. This actually looks correcter. Yeah, 30 looks correcter. Okay. In this case, let's I'm from India. So this language was Hindi? Or is it Hindu? I forget. Currently 11:11 when I live. I'm from Bangladesh. Oh, how interesting. Yeah, we actually should be having very similar time zones. Because I'm from Siberia. It is, oh, I guess you can see. It is 1 a.m. for me right now. So first of all, tab position, tab header. I might actually have it. I want to save flex to be 30 because I think it looks better. This language is Malayalam. Okay. I heard there's like a billion languages in India. So it makes sense. Let's try to search for this. That's actually pretty surprising, the fact that I don't have this. And let's override this style. Override the style where flex is now going to be 0030 pixels, because I find that to look a bit better. And it's also now aligns with workspaces, which it didn't before, I think. To check my sanity, let's... It doesn't quite reach it. And do this, 29. Yeah, right? It's better now. Oh, wow. Notice something. Kerala, God's own country. I'm very unknowledgeable in that culture. So I don't know what you're talking about. So I think this now needs to be a bit down. Fucking God knows. Let's actually... I think this looks best. 22. But I could be lying to myself. Let's just save this. So selected tabs. And this is text in selected tabs. Ooh, hold up. I can try out a new feature that may or may not work. It might actually not, now that I think about it, but let's try it anyway. Fuck. This. Oh, yeah, I know. CSS recently got... What are they called? Nested CSS, yes. But this is not highlighted, which is strange. Oh, hold up. It should, by all accounts, be highlighted. So this is making me think, oh, maybe I need to do this. I guess that's not it either. It's pretty strange. CSS and CSS, I wonder how that could go wrong. True, so true. Sorry, I'm fucking dumb. Fucking talking to my ass here. Hilarious. Okay, so I'm thinking to change the font color here to yellow on selection, but I feel like that's immediately the wrong idea. Doing background color change feels kind of ass because I then would need to make up colors for this and this. Let's actually create another tab and wait, this. Okay, these don't change colors, that's good. Wait, do they not? Yeah, they don't. Maybe that's not as big of a deal as I think it is. Okay. Let's go and see the color they use. So, button for unfolding currently active tab stack. So hovered over tab, we don't touch. I sincerely don't care about it. I don't think it matters. Whatever. I'm not making up a third color. We're gonna make up two, at least try to. So inactive tabs is this, which I think I don't have stored in my thingy. I don't, yes. Okay, let's go to... I hated that. I press escape here. Oh, even worse, it doesn't always work. That's ridiculous. Search for a color picker. And give it the values. I have a certain idea. Let's say that. So 0, 1, 22. 0, 1, 22. This is the color that's being used for these tabs. And we change the color rotation here to yellow. I've done this before for my Discord color scheme. So this should work. So what we do now is go to my colors, search for yellow. I have it memorized anyway, so there's actually no need. Color picker, another one. And we search for, let me cook, FFD 75F. So it has 45. We go back here and change this to 45. And nothing fucking changes? What the hell? Because saturation is 1. Nothing changed here, right? Let's check. Yeah, I cannot see a difference. Wait, what? Why does it... Huh? $45. It resets. That is strange. Regardless, the change is so small that I wouldn't notice it. That's really annoying. Fine. We will do this idea still, but we change the saturation, which is bad for the reason that's is going to be harder to understand the correct like strength for. which is why let's go to Discord, search for HSL, and here somewhere I have Groovebox slider background yellow. We do 10. Okay, I do 10 there. We could do 15 here. What? Why did you decide? Oh no, actually, I'm going to turn back to fucking 42. No, go to 45, please. I beg of you. So this is the idea. Let's try to execute it. Why does it jump to 46? That's so weird. Okay. So I think it's going to be easier to just change it here. So marked. Oh, I don't yet know where to even change that background color. Oh, of course. We need to open F12 on a page like this. Now let's select this, please. And we go up. So, and we tab. It should appear as marked. Yes. Oh, yes, it does. Okay, good. Good. And I assume background, yes. Perfect, amazing. So on tab marked, it's as simple as I thought it would be. We do this, but I wish there was like convert to HSL. I just had it, I know, but pastel color this, of course. We need to wrap it. Let's grab this. Okay. Let's try this out. It might work better than I think it would. What? Oh, fuck. I closed every Vivaldi window. Where is my fucking K-runner? Does everything restore? Okay. Chat is God knows where. Thank God that doesn't kill the stream, because it can. Why do you pop up on analytics first? That's super annoying. Like here, for example, I removed how many concurrent viewers there are intentionally with CSS. And YouTube is like, no, look at your fucking stats. I don't want to. Okay. So we select, and nothing happens. Amazing. That's so good. Why? I assume, let's first of all check out if the style is even there, because it might not be. This, it is indeed marked. So what's up with this? Oh, it's just not applied yet? Oh, okay. Vivaldi, boom. Now what the hell? Tab marked. We set the background color. What in the living hell? What's in the living and dying hell as well? This should have my new style, yet it is not here. Like, it's not even that my new style is overridden. Oh, hold up, maybe it is. It very much might be. It just might, yeah, I see. What would we need to make it override? Not transparent tabs and color behind tabs off, tab position, tab. Okay, I'll play your fucking game. Tab marked. And after playing its game, it should work. But the main idea is, like, how does it look? Okay. It looks pretty good. It actually looks pretty fucking good. Oh, wow. It's very muted. And we could actually go and make it a bit stronger. We could afford it in terms of beauty. Okay. I think it's the correct idea, surprisingly. I thought it would be ass. We would need to change the saturation. So this is too much. This is still too much. Okay, 19. I'm not sure. I do like a lot that the text no longer jumps, which used to be an issue. The color is off still. Maybe we need to change the lightness. Yes, I think so. It was on 22, let's make it 23. And now we can change this to 24, I guess. I still kind of dislike it. Привет. Let's try going full stupid. Let's try going full stupid and FFD75F. I am aware that is ass, but the idea is to make the text inside black. You feel me? 1.43. Зай, я стримлю уже какое... А, ты имеешь в виду, типа, абсолютное время? Я думала, типа, ты имел в виду... Блять, как его? Типа, время стрима. Что такое давай, я не знаю. Сдавитчика. So, okay, let me cook. Let me cook for real. We yank QED F and we GRE. Boom. I might be cooking. I might be not cooking, who knows, but you never know until you finish cooking. Smooth, thought so. Okay. We take this color they haven't yet memorized, despite it being very simple, and Дальний Восток. No, я это, из Сибири. And change this to FFD75F to make it yellow. Very silly idea, but it's very in my style, so it may actually work. Просто у меня 2146. What? Как? How? What the hell? Damn, that's wild. Погоди, или ты не с Дальнего Востока? That would make more sense. So, immediately, this is fucking beautiful. Yeah, I fucking love this. Gotcha. So I love this. This looks fucking amazing. But of course, you can notice here that the text gets black here as well, which is not what we want. So of course, we could just set the style to be to not include the current tab. In Vivaldi, there's a setting that either includes the current tab in the selection or not. So my idea is, what if we don't style the current tab because it can be implied that it is selected. Except it is not. Except we just make it pink. We just make it pink. We just literally make it pink. Oh my god, we just literally make it pink. Fuck yeah. Okay, so tab position tab marked. Is the current one not marked? Right, why is it not? Because it's selected. Probably because I set the background color later and it is stronger, therefore. I assume. Or it is somehow otherwise stronger. Which shouldn't be the case. Wait, where do I set it? The background color for active. Active. Inactive. And here, active tab. Interesting. I do not set background color. How strange. Okay, let's check it out. Boom. Boom. Oh, we were already there anyway. So yes, it is marked. No, I don't mean this one. I mean the one after. Tab marked. Yeah, so why is its background color this still? Because, I see. That makes sense. Okay, so fucking easy enough, right? we just do this. Except we don't need to add it here. We would add it here, and then background color, FFA FD7, FD7. Here we go. I'm honestly like so incredibly proud to an excessive degree that I have my favorite colors memorized. I find it really cool. Well, this is not exactly what I was looking for, because tab active, that is also marked. Boom. Okay, so correct tabs. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that amazing? Yeah, this works really fucking well. So these two colors, pink and yellow, are my two favorite colors. I use them all over the place. I use them in VOD. I use in my system color scheme. Here I use yellow. If I force a certain situation, let's sleep for 2 seconds. No, not minutes. Sleep for 2, and look. Here, as a new window will appear here, it should have already. Oh, it didn't. Hold up. Let's sleep and then bell. And here you can see that it's using that pink. Also in my shell prompt, it's using this yellow and this pink. In my Discord color scheme, which is unloaded, and I'm scared that if I reload Discord, it will appear me on some DM. So I'd rather not try, but basically, yeah, my Discord color scheme that I made with CSS also uses those colors. I use them fucking everywhere. So I have them memorized along with some other colors that I use often, and I find it like super nice to just have that information in my head. It's like, oh, it's so cool. Okay. Do I love it? Absolutely. Absolutely love it. They're like very chill, very... Let me actually give you a situation. Here I am. Why? What? Hold up now. There was another tab here. What the hell? I'll have to add it back, I guess. That sucks. Yeah. I don't feel like I closed it before. That sucks. Okay, whatever. So when you're reading something, you're on some site, you don't want tabs to be that bright and obvious. You want them to be kind of chilled out. So here it works, but when you're selecting something, you want that to be very obvious, and it really, really fucking works in this way. I fucking love this. Ooh, that's actually pretty neat. Hold up. So I am at the beginning of a tab stack. I select left, and that selects the entire tab stack. Did not know. That's super neat. I love it so much. Oh my god. Nope, not that. Selected tabs. Use background colors. Okay. You know what else I noticed? Another issue that's going to be low-key difficult to kind of figure out, I guess. So let's try to do that. Well, it's not exactly an issue. But here, these two tabs are loaded in, and this one isn't. And this one isn't. And the logo is incredibly slightly like mellowed out. You can see the difference, right? It's so slight, it's really hard to tell. So let's make telling that a bit easier. I can immediately pretty easily imagine that this has a style of alt tabs. Yes, is discarded. Interesting. Let's, yeah. First of all, I would want to disable it because first of all, I don't know how to use that filter property. And second of all, I want to do something else probably. I'm thinking of border, but probably not, honestly. As I continue looking at where text begins, inside of tabs, I realized that they were cooking when they said 29 flex. So let's revert it. So we remove this. What do we do here? I don't want to introduce another background color because that like multiplies. Kinda, yeah. I don't want to do that. So we disable this style and let's copy. Let's just make it chill in my clipboard. So essentially tab is discarded. Yeah, we create a new class. Tab is this. Oh, that's whole thing discarded. And immediately tab header. In that we use a different font color. So color this. Well. Yeah, that's like amazing. That really works. It's still readable. Yeah, it's actually still readable amazingly. But it's also very clear that those tabs are not loaded in. That's amazing. By the way, I didn't just make up this color. I'm not that good at colors. I have it memorized. It's a gray that's used along this white color for the text in my VS Code color scheme and other places color scheme. Yeah, this fucking works incredibly well. That's neat. Yeah, I love this. Where were we on this? So selected tabs. Sure, let's fucking put it here. I don't know. Let's put this style. Unloaded tab headers. And before we do this, let's put this thing at the top. Yeah, so here I basically change and remove stuff that are defaults. We don't need to change that transition. I don't really know what it does, honestly. What can we, yeah, none. Don't set a filter there. And since it's, since it's the same specificity, we just override it. And it's done. Jesus Christ. I think it moved all of my tabs somewhere else, which sucks. It did. That sucks. That sucks so bad. All of them are at least supposedly loaded in. Oh, is there like a hibernate? Well, here we go. I guess we just... Nice. Okay, that's interesting. We can like just decide to hibernate background tabs. I hate that shit so much, like... Oh, I know what I could do. I could move this here. Close this window. Don't load them in. Hibernate background tabs. Oh, interesting. It's not yet considered background. New background tab. Hibernate background tabs. Oh, that's, yeah, it's not updated yet because I haven't closed and reopened it. Doing this on stream is a bit annoying because I can't just kill every instance and then bring it back. I can, it's just going to be really annoying because I want to see chat. And this window, we select everything, and trust me, it is indeed getting selected. To workspace or to new window, and we move that window there. No, this window here, and this goes, yeah, here we go. Good. Yeah, but now we close this window not on a workspace so they don't get moved. Turns out, like, literally just learned it. And here we go. Good, 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 good. Good, 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 good. Oh, this is my library, by the way. Yeah, I have docs open for my own project called the Lago. I didn't even notice this, lol. That recently got a new feature. Let's actually talk about it. Let's first confirm. Is that all I wanted to do? Yeah. Now, background tabs have text faded out, which is far more obvious than the icon that they have, because I would rather them keep the icon, because fading different types of icons works differently well. But text is consistent. So let's commit this before we go on to the next thing that I want to talk about. Tab title faded out instead of icon. Brilliant. And then when I'm going to be off stream, I'll just kill all Vivaldis and restart them. Hibernate background tabs. That's really neat. That's super, super neat. I assume hibernate on this workspace. I don't usually want it, though. It's not usually something that I want. I would rather them just continue existing normally. But good to know that this is something that I can actively just decide to do. Right, what did I just mention? What did I just mention I would show you? I shit you not, I forgot. That's hilarious. What was I fucking talking about? What was I yapping about? The fuck? Oh, interesting. Chat was the main window. Strange. Oh, sorry. I got really excited because I remembered. Loago. And I'm just so happened to be in that project as well, which I also didn't notice. So it was like automatically I went there. Because I think it's the most recent project of mine. The most recently made, not necessarily most recently edited though. So Loago list. Boom. It shows me how many days ago, by default, I did each task. And I can Loago do stuff, Loago list, or Loago list stuff specifically. You can even specify multiple. And it shows you. Amazing by itself. However, I have a problem. I keep forgetting when I last ate. I look at the clock and I'm like, well, shit. Should I eat at this point? Or maybe it's too early. Or is it way too late and I should have ate already? I have no clue. So I added a new feature to Loago. It's Loago list-m. And now with the M flag, aside from days, which it now marks with a D, it shows you hours and minutes. Let's Loago remove stuff, by the way. So now I can see that I ate 3 hours and 15 minutes ago. And it's actually like around plus 30 minutes because I forgot to write it down quick enough. So I definitely should eat at this point, especially considering that I've been yapping for 2 hours. And yapping is very energy like consuming. So what I can do now is do Loago do eat. Very important to not actually execute it because I want to keep track properly. Let me get some water. By the way, what I said at the start of the stream, shit, it fucking worked. I would never have guessed that streaming would kind of like give me energy rather than spend it. That's surprising. It's really strange. Because oftentimes it like removes energy from me. Okay. So, essentially, every time I eat, once I'm done with my main meal, I do Loago do eat. Or do I? Not actually. I used to do it, but I noticed that it's very easy to forget to execute a command because the situation really is I'm watching something in full screen, and to execute a shell command, I either have to go to a terminal or create a new terminal here, which is like very forgettable to do. So to make it less effort and therefore easier to remember to do, I made a hotkey for it. I can press caps lock alt semicolon and then E, and that will execute loago do eat. And that is in my x-remap config. So loago, and here we are. So essentially, this is now my chord hotkey. I press it and then some other key, in this case E, and it does something. In this case, execute logo do eat. I also moved some of my other stuff that I had before onto there. So I would have to press meta alt 3 to disable screen key, this thing that you see at the bottom here in the past, but now it's this chord hotkey, which you can't see, and then shift K. Boom, you might have seen at the top, got killed, and just K to start it. I think it's really fucking neat. What? Yeah, so I find this really fucking neat. It's super nice. So now when I'm going about doing my things, it's going to be harder to forget to eat or convince myself that it's not time yet, because I do loago list-m eat, and I'm like, oh yeah, I should eat at this point, or maybe, it's too early, I should do more stuff, or maybe feed myself some other way. Because sometimes you're hungry because maybe you're bored, maybe you neglected your like mental state. Maybe I've been learning something for 3 whole hours and I need a rest, or I need to go read some manga, something else basically. While it's not actually physical hunger, but some other hunger. Getting a tracker like this is super neat. What do you mean no data? What? That's crazy. Okay, it's doing something. It's dropping a third of the frames. Let me disconnect, and I connect immediately. Fucking crossing my fingers. Okay, it's better now. Seems to be. Still dropping a lot of frames though. Oh, it says dropped frames. I see, so it's now no longer dropping frames. Okay, great. Probably a good sign to go fucking eat in it. Fuck, this is so pretty. It is so fucking adorable. I'm gonna select tabs so much now. It's going to be insane. I'm gonna be like the #1 tab selector in town. God, it's so pretty. It is so adorable. Yeah. So you just cargo install loago, and here you go. That's literally all you need, and you get yourself an eating tracker. And if you want to make a hotkey like I did, install x-remap. It requires some configuration or other setup. To work properly, but I believe in you. I'm sure you can do it. It's in their README explained. Oh, all of this assuming that you're on Linux. Or the latter half, at least. If you are on Windows, you could do it with the HK. Make a hotkey that runs a shell command. If you're on Mac, I'm so sorry. Okay. I technically still have some time in me before I go insane from hunger. So let's... Oops. Do this. I want to make this search bar stronger, because it's kind of weak. Height auto, fair enough. Width, the fact that it sets a width makes me think that I can set it somewhere. Search maybe? I'm currently working on some CSS for VOD. Well, seems like there's no apparent place where it's supposed to be, and this changes shit all. Yeah, this doesn't change anything. Okay. So what am I trying to do here? Yes, I'm trying to put it in the middle, in the center, and make it bigger. Yes, that's what I'm trying to do here. All the smaller stuff we can handle a bit later. Flex 1 on speed dial. What is this? So this is speed dial view head. All right. Max width. Wait, what? You say width? Not height, width? That's strange. And this is dials wrapper. In other words, I would need to margin. I would need to make this occupy the full available space, which is probably here. I'm so fucking good at CSS. I'm a CSS god. That's definitely going to bite me, don't worry. But like, I'm getting quicker at understanding where what is and what I need to change, and it makes me really happy. The fuck is N2, N4, and N6? Well, basically, long story short, let's try display hiding it. Thought so, because it doesn't appear there anyway. Okay. Can you show me the gap? There's effectively no gap. Margin is 60 auto. So, yes, horizontally, that's correct. So 60. Could I do something like full auto? Not exactly. Because, yeah, margin auto only does horizontally. It doesn't care about verticality, unfortunately. So what I'm trying to do here is put it in the middle. How would I do this? I have it in my head. Okay. We do 50 view height. Mm-hmm. But now you may say, hold up now. It is like 2 down. And also, so basically starts here. Interesting. Makes sense also. So what we do here is calc. Never used calc, by the way. This is my first time. Minus 30 pixels. Well, really shows, doesn't it? How do you calculate 50 view height minus 30 pixels in CSS? That's time. That's what I did. Yeah, that's what I fucking did. Did I not? That's fucking wild. What the hell? Okay, let's go back. Oh, even more up. Here, right? Yeah. Maybe it needs the white space? I wouldn't... That's a good idea, but I'm just surprised. I feel like CSS would be the #1 place where it wouldn't care about it. Also, it looks perfect right now. $30 is not quite there. Right? Like a few pixels off. Vivaldi, modifications. Looking for 30 and a digit. No way that's the only one. No way. Okay, I have I have a very silly solution. Let's run kruler. Let's untile it and do this basically. Yes, it's very silly. Can we... Oh, hi. Wait, I didn't stream for 3 hours. Where are you back? I'm really happy about it, of course, but wasn't it supposed to be for 3 hours? Without headphones, it's so hard to. True. It's very hard to, period. Bottom to top. It's not exact. I don't want it to count from the middle. I don't know what this means. Oh, I see. Opacity. Am I like quiet or something? I shouldn't be. Yeah, I should be overall fine. Opacity. Offset percentage. No. Okay, let's offset by 500. I somewhat got it. Okay, so we can just press O. I mean that there are all the car noises. Oh, I see. Sure, let's... This? By 0. Okay, it is somewhat cooking. Yes, 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 yes. And this is like 5, I assume. So 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So each one is 20. Okay, offset additionally by 10. Yeah, offset additionally by 10. So 10, yeah, by 10. Here we go. In theory, that should be it. I did all of this to 10, 20, 30, 4? 34? That's weird. 20, 40. Stop hovering. 20, 40, 60. Hold up, what is it measuring in? Pixels, right? Oh yeah, 20, 40. No, why is it, what? 20, 40, 60, 80. I'm confused. I'm legitimately confused. To like make sure how much each one is worth, they should be like written down. Oh, I technology, am I right? So this is 8 pixels, turns out. So I can't even trust these things whatsoever. This is 89 apparently. What the hell? Well, damn. Offset by 8, I guess. That's weird. Oh, no. We don't offset it. So this... Can you be more precise? I'm begging you. I'm thinking 56 minus 8 is 48? Yes, 48. Okay, 48. Chat, please remember for me. 48. So minus 48. Well, this looks very wrong. How many bananas is that? Like 1,000. So it is lying to me. It's not 48 whatsoever. I think I'm better off just like looking at this margin thing. Here we go, whatever. Should be good enough. Why this? Like, what? I activated the window, I'm pretty sure. Okay, this is immediately like super nice, the fact that it is in the middle. Currently clapping my hands out of excitement. What? I'm autistic? No way. Yeah, no wonder. Yeah, it looks pretty middly. It looks very middly as far as middles go. Can I copy this I can. Well, it didn't lie. Maybe there's a scale setting. Yeah, but it would be global. It would affect other things as well. And I specifically just want to scale this. I'm still using the default Rofi config. Hold up, I'm forgetting what is Rofi. I think you mentioned it. Copy value, declaration, no. Copy declaration maybe. Yes. Yes, correct. Let's copy this as well. And this... I'm honestly not sure what to put. Ugly title bar when you hide UI. Nope, not this. I was wishing it got copied. Like K-Runner. Oh, I see. That's kind of the same thing for me with K-Runner, but K-Runner is kind of good by default. I would change it if I could with CSS, but I don't think I can. Highly scriptable selector, often used as app launcher. I see. Could I like use Rofi on KDE? How does it work in terms of interaction? So this puts it in the middle of the screen. Long story short. No, long story fucking long. I spent a lot of time doing it. I'm trying to look for the new style. It hasn't got applied yet, of course. Regardless, where is it? It would be here. Okay, so now I will be taking this flex 1 0. What the fuck does that mean? 1 3 5 1 0. What does that mean? I mean, of course, it can change just the minimum width, and naturally, it will not change anything. Why would it? Why would it? Because I'm sorry, I'm stupid. I'm dumb and ridiculous. You can. I can. I'm very like unknowledgeable about how things work overall. So it's like in my head, to use something like Rofi, you would need some window manager that manages that window correctly. Well, I guess that is the case, right? Flex AB and alias for two other things. Yeah, but I don't know which ones. Okay, so max, let's just set max width to like 80 view width. This might be a bad idea. Why does it keep fucking... Yeah, this is a bad idea. Entirely too much. Let's do it to 50. See if that works. So it would take half the screen. It's the law, I guess. Yeah, 50 feels pretty good. Now it's time to make it a bit bigger. So on speed dial blocked counter. So on speed dial, speed dial, let's be more specific. Positioning of the start page searcher. And on speed dial, minimum width is 50 view width. Yes. Start page searcher. Good. So now essentially, somewhere in here, actually, why would I bother? Just kind of like add font size as, I don't know, 16. It works, but not really. It doesn't change the size, which I would expect. So the size of this thing still have no idea what VH and rem are. VH is view height and rem is the size of the font size set at the topmost level, like HTML or body. Apparently. I'm really not sure. How is it like useful, but fine. I would think those would change the border radius, but I guess no. That's the padding. Height is auto. What the hell were the ones making CSS thinking? For real? Border. Not really what I'm looking for. I'm simply just looking to make it bigger. Is it really that hard? So basically height auto. What if I explicitly set it to like, I don't know, 50 pixels? Yeah, technically. It changes. But the fact that it says auto means it depends on something, and I assume inside to get bigger. But this is clearly not the case. Ah, it would from the element. So if I change the height of the input, that would do it effectively. Font size like 20 pixels. Sure, 16. And height auto. And obviously it doesn't do what I think it Wait. What the hell is this? That's what changed. I see. I haven't noticed it. Well, okay, I see. I want to change this to be Ubuntu Mono Nerd or NF. Yes. With Rofi, I can have 4 built-in modes: launch desktop apps, run a binary in path. Oh, that's super nice. SSH into something or focus a window from a list. That's really neat. I have 3 of 4 except SSHing. Maybe it's a feature in KRunner, but well, I guess yeah, it can also execute a binary in path, but I'm not sure what. I don't like it. I can't put my finger on it, like why. Let's copy this rule and put it here. I also have it set up to be my clipboard history selector. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. I end up using this thing, which is good if only it didn't intercept the mouse as me selecting the thing, which is like really annoying. Like, imagine the situation. I press meta D, boom, it selects this, and I have to go up. It's super annoying. Probably just means that I should stop using KDE at some point. And it's obviously my intention, but I haven't done it yet. Where is font size even defined? I imagine on the topmost level, so a level where we shouldn't change it. I don't want it to be like stupidly CSS'd, to just set the height to some very specific thing, you know? But I feel like I will have to. Let's close this window and reopen it so we can have a fresh thingy. I immediately like a lot the fact that it's in the center. So speed dial, yeah, the on speed dial. What if I change height to be like 100 pixels? Nothing changes, okay. So we wouldn't change it here. A true Vim addict would make a VIEP clone from scratch in Rust with me. No, fuck no. I can barely like add a few features to my project. This is a very fucking simple feature. You don't even need to know Rust that much to be able to implement it for my project, but I just can't get to it. So you can trust me. You can always trust me that I'll be like, eh. It would change this thing. I agree with the padding, but height auto has to go. You can spell trust without trust. True. True, true, true. Let's change the height to something like... First of all, actually, let's set font size to like 16 pixels. Seems pretty good. And set height to M, or 1M. So it is what I think it is. I see. So M is just the font size of the current element. Let's do it to be Now, as I scale the font size, it will increase. What do you use as tour system monitor? Oh yeah, your system monitor. I use BTOP. It's very annoying because it needs to have at least some columns and rows to display. And with that, I should probably change to something else. But it's really pretty. So I like this idea a lot. So let's copy it. That's already too much. Let's copy a rule. I think you can use a smaller config. What do you mean? I use it too. It's pretty great. Config for what? Start page searcher. This is not the start page searcher. This is the start page searcher holder. And this is the start page searcher input box. If it's too small. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. But that's the thing. I want the processor tab. I just want it to be like displayed smaller rather than require some amount of columns. It's kind of annoying. Because like resizing my terminal for a program is pretty damn ass. So this idea, then hide the memory and net tab. I guess I don't want to hide things though. How does, oh, this sucks. What? Why would you not resize it? Like automatically. This sucks. This sucks. Damn, this really sucks. Like incredibly. Omnilink height. No way. No way, that's crazy. How do I, like, how do I? Let's try to see. Yeah. roughly this, but I would want them to be bigger. I'm at 144p, so I can't tell. Is that the Vimium Omni Search? Oh, fuck no. I'm not using that whatsoever. I unbinded everything in the Vimium thingy. That's the Vivaldi one. Or the Vivaldi search on a default start page. And now we change this item height. Yeah, that's kind of the idea. Right? And we do this. Oh, that's actually quite pretty now. Okay, I think I'm cooking something. The Vivaldi search. It's a shame it can be limited more in scope. What do you mean? So essentially what we do here is we copy this OmniLink item and make item height to be 29 pixels. Well, hold up now. M, 2M, 1.5 M, 1.7 M, 1.6 M. Okay. How does this look? Oops. It looks well. The font is slightly cut off. Let's add some more height. Oh, hold up. Let's do M also. One M and a half, 0.3. I think 1.3 M works. Fuck. Boom. Now it's not cut off. At least not that I can notice. And looks quite good overall. Okay. And on this, item height 1.6. I feel like increasing it a bit. Yes, 1.7. So item height 1.7 M. I should be using M more often. In this specific case, it's like super nice. That's super neat. All right. Yeah, let's close this window. Remember that old convo about Vim semantics? Maybe. I think we had multiple though. Oh yeah. You made a really good point. That they just happen to not really care about. um, blah. Wow. Okay. Direct match, you say? Oh, because of maybe there's like a search engine, but then I've removed all default search engines. What do you mean direct match? It's not. Oh, direct match so far. Think of making an issue on the NewVim GitHub repo. Damn. Okay. I really doubt they will change it. But if so, you'll be a fucking legend. So definitely do it. What can I even search here? Can I like do thought so? What can I search for here? GitHub. So I can't search for bookmarks here. Just website, right? Hello? What's the point? Okay, whatever. Bottom line is, I like it. However, there's always a however. I'll procrastinate real good on it. Hopefully not too much. Yeah, indeed. Ubuntu Mono NF. Thought so. Oh, because it's not Mono. Ubuntu NF. The fuck is my font called? Oh, Ubuntu Nerd font. Whatever. Yes, Ubuntu Nerd font. Here we go. Now that's something that I can recognize and like a lot. I love this font so much. It's really neat. Nerd font. And now that means that what I have configured in terms of the height and all that stuff is probably incorrect now. How? Yeah, it's a bit up. It's a bit up now. Wait, no, not this. This is good. But here, where was it? Here? Inside? Yes, this. Yes, correct. So this blah 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 URL instead of 3, oh right, it is now 2. That's really neat. Oh, it goes there. Can you go back, please? Okay. Let's close and restart. Fuck, sorry. Muted myself again and forgot to turn it back. Skill issue. 31, I think. For the icon. Is it 31? Yes, I think it's 31. Okay, yeah. Let's set it to 31. Oh, yeah, it was there. But the text is not 31. False. It's kind of annoying that these two scale differently. Yeah, so basically I would want to move this a bit down. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. More precisely, I think eating eventually is going to be better. How? I like the bigness. You know why? Because of this, essentially. Now it's quite a bit similar to how big this is, but not quite as big, which is good. Also, the GitHub issue would be more about exposing an API for plugin developers to differentiate between the operator content. Ah, okay, yeah, that's actually far more acceptable then. Rather, far more possible to be accepted. For real. That's neat. This thing is faster, which is like why I mostly use it. You see the difference? Maybe on stream it loads in kinda the same, but for me this thing is way slower for some odd fucking reason. By all accounts it shouldn't be. But yes, essentially it's what I want it to be. Now the only thing that I want to do is make sure it is hovered, or rather focused. What? Oh, focus within. Interesting. So instead of this color, actually we can just do this. I guess not. Let's change it to yellow. FFD 75F. Yeah. Let's copy CSS rule. Boom. So when we focus within, that ugly ass gray outline is no longer here, but instead we get this yellow one. And then when we type in something, how, it is reverberated by this thing. It at the very least makes more sense than the gray one. Whoops, no. So let's move this rule to here. Each div holding search results, a singular search result. Boom. Okay. I'm overall happy. Let's close this. And fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Essentially now, when I open a new tab, this thing is like not hilariously tiny. It's like usable, you know? So I could, sure, more slowly, usually, strangely, how do I fucking configure compose keys on compose keys, and I have a thing for this, boom, type thing, you know? And then I'm like, boom, boom, boom. Okay, this is really neat. This is really, really neat. I forget I can fold my code. Me too. And especially with VS Code, it's really fucky trying to synchronize the folds, so I just fucking don't. Yeah. I usually just jump to the place I want anyway, you know? Maybe if I use pure NeoVim, I would use folds actually, and that's probably the case, because the idea is quite neat. Especially with the power that NeoVim folds give you. It's like more expressive than VS Code, obviously. Yeah, it's neat, it's big. This is still bigger. But they're way more similar, where they feel more interchangeable, more possible to use both of those. So I'm now more likely to be using this input box rather than what I used to do, even though I have it here, opening another one here because it's simply bigger. So that's really nice. I'm using thinking of using a multi-cursor and multi-selection plugin. Oh, cool. That sounds really fucking cool. It probably complicates things as hell in terms of like programmatically breaks a bunch of things. All right. Fuck yeah. Do I want it to be yellow? Not. Let's try doing it this way. Oh, for gore. I hate that it does this way. let's say I want to select all 5 next instances of hot dog and change them to burger. Like in VS Code, just use the key to add an extra cursor to the next instance of the word. I do that with a P1. Oh, I do that with a motion count of 4 and do C a burger C. I solved this a bit differently, where I do the change, I do like CGN, and then I change it, escape, and then I do 99 dot. You might say that, oh, actually 99 dot doesn't work correctly for GN, which is why I changed it. Something like for meta, I assume, and yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, I do it with dots. I made it so count dot is pressing dot that many times rather than like go to the counts result and do the action again. Basically, the default behavior is weird as hell and really stupid. Yeah, I like this more. And what it is not, it is yellow. I do a similar idea in Anki actually. Yes, absolutely. Let me show you to you actually. Here we have the word solid. I select it first of all, and by the way, yes. So essentially what's happening here when I press comma this, actually you know better, registers should be this. No text objects. No, for fuck's sake, where is it? Would it be even registers? No. Features, I think. But where the hell did I put it? Remaps, perhaps? Fucking mappings. Big, mind you. Here you go. So, when I press this, selects the current word, doesn't go to the next of it, a very important part of it. And then I do CGN, blech. Actually, before we do that, let's just add 5 solids here and go to this one. So I do CGN blech, and I want to do 6 dot boom. Not the default behavior, and it's really strange that it isn't. I was hoping. Oh, D capital V 4N. I could have just done D4J. I know. This is cooler though. And the way that I did it is I think in features. Yes. Boom. Here you go. Essentially, we map dot to a function that loops pressing dot for v count 1. It's so strange that it's not default behavior. It's like ridiculous. Kind of like with J. Capital J for join line is also like not a thing, which is strange. Like I want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, like, yeah. Let's do 3. 3 capital J. Okay, 4 capital J. Like, this is not the default behavior. It wouldn't do this. I don't remember what it does, but it does something fucking useless, if it even does anything. So, here you go. Add these functions. This is just Vim function map, I think. Or whatever it is. Yeah, Vim key map set, whatever. And feed keys is this. Boom. I forgot to give you the links that work currently. Let's do GHL, this file again, but we parse branch. Oops. Parse branch head. Here we go. Same links, but at the current timestamp. Like, literally as they are right now, is what I mean. Because the links that I sent earlier will only, like, they're not guaranteed to work because I might move stuff in the future. Yeah, and let me git push so you actually have access to these links. That's a lot of fucking links. Okay, so what did I do here? Make start page input bar bigger. Boom. Yeah. I think that's it. Thanks for watching, everyone, and goodbye.